Lassiter Factor.
What's up, all my movie-loving maniacs? This your boy Bangful B of the Lassiter Factor, and today I'm going to talk about Disney's Pocahontas, which is celebrating its 30th anniversary, and it's a very nostalgic movie for me, so let's review. So Disney's Pocahontas is essentially a revisionist take on the story of Pocahontas and John Smith, in which the two of them meet. They both come from two different worlds, but trying to bring those worlds together. Now, like I said, Pocahontas is a very nostalgic movie for me. I used to wear this VHS tape out and still have to this day. I vividly remember having all the toys from Burger King. It's the grandmother willow tree. And there is this Pocahontas orange drum that you hit certain places, it'll make different sounds. I'll remember this because, well, one, because I used to play the drums myself, but this thing in particular, the color orange is my favorite color. Just, oh, the memories are coming back. I'll always have a nostalgic place in my heart for this movie, but I'd be lying if I didn't say that my opinion of this movie has been somewhat shaping the order I get, especially when I was in fifth grade and I learned that there was an actual Indian princess named Pocahontas, and let's just say things didn't turn out too good for her, if you know what I mean. Plus, the older I got, the more I come to realize that this isn't one of the more favored of the Disney movies, let alone not even the best of the Disney Renaissance, which I do agree with that sentiment. I do think this is definitely the weakest of the Disney Renaissance era of Disney movies, though I still have not seen The Rescuers Down Under yet, so the jury's still out on that one. But in the end, I still like this movie, but I recognize its flaws. I mean, like I said, it is a revisionist take on Pocahontas, and it is a bit risky in itself, especially from Disney. And it's even more funny because I did read that they had their A team of animators working on this movie, and their B team of animators working on The Lion King. And we all know which one of those two movies is the more successful and better movie. I just think it's funny that they have their A team on this one because they thought that it would be the bigger hit. But to their credit, the animation still does hold up, in my opinion. And the biggest thing this movie definitely does have going for it is the music. I mean, a lot of people say that there is only two good songs in this movie. Of course, Just Around the River Band and Colors of the Wind. And those two songs are iconic in itself. But at the same time, I wouldn't sleep on the other songs. I mean, the villain song, it's not clearly not the best villain song, but it is catchy at times and it has its moments. And then there's a song, at least to me, that's just unintentionally funny. It's the Savages song. It's Savages, Savages. Now, Pocahontas herself, she is voiced by Irene Bedard, who, well, quick side note, they did get mostly Native American actors and actresses for this voice cast, and they did the same for Pocahontas, which, yeah, she's voiced by Irene Bedard. Her singing voice is different, voiced by Judy Kahn, but it's Irene who does the main voice for Pocahontas, and I think she did an excellent job. And while Pocahontas may not be one of my favorite Disney princesses, I think she's one of the best designed princesses. And I do like her arc in which she wants to go down one path, but her family and wants her to go down a different path, and she ultimately chooses her own path, which was kind of the metaphor for Just Around the river band. John Smith, who's voiced by crazy ass racist ass Mel Gibson, for what it's worth, I thought he did a fine job here. Chief Powhatan, who is Pocahontas' father in this movie, I thought, well, I do like his character design, mainly because I just liked his toy from Burger King with the cape and then the hair and everything. But I also like his journey within this movie, which he is changed by Pocahontas by the end of the movie. And in fact, he even says, "My daughter speaks with the wisdom beyond her years. We've all come here with anger in our hearts, but she comes with courage and understanding." That is probably one of the most sobering lines within this movie. Have Thomas, voiced by Christian Bale, years before he was Batman. I think that's just funny in itself, but I think it is worth noting. Another negative about this movie is for a movie that kind of plays loose with history, and you have a talking tree, and yet the animals don't talk. You have Nico, the little bird, and Percy. All three of these animals do not talk, and yet they're the pet sidekick of the princess in this movie. But like I said, you have Grandmother Willow in this movie, who is a talking spirit tree. And I think, I won't even say it's a negative, it's just one of those things where, like, Hey, look, I understand that this is based on real history, and yet there's only so much I can excuse in this movie. I mean, you have aliens doing some type of spirit magic. I'm like, all right, whatever. But then once you have a talking tree in this movie, it's like, all right, so this is what we're doing. Okay. And lastly, Governor Radcliffe, who's voiced by the late David Augenstyers. I actually like. I think he's one of the more underrated Disney villains. Clearly not the best, but I do like him. He is just driven by greed. He comes to this land, trying to colonize it and look for gold. I mean, sometimes it's just more fun. Now, granted, maybe I'm just craving a classic Disney villain, which has been missing from Disney movies from the past few years. But hey, I'll take what I can get. Like I said, I always have a nostalgic place in my heart for this movie, and even though it's clearly not the best Disney movie, let alone not even the best from the Disney Renaissance, I still admire the movie because at least it came from a time where like Disney was trying different things. They did something different, and I'll give them credit for that, which is something I wish Disney would do now instead of giving us more needless remakes. I admire Disney for at the time doing something bold and ambitious, even if it's at the expense of American history. I'ma generously give Disney's Pocahontas the thumbs up emoji. That's it for the day. Have you seen Pocahontas? I mean, you probably have, but if so, how do you feel about this movie 30 years later? Or do you like it? Do you not like it? You're somewhere in the middle with it. How do you feel about this movie in regards to the legacy of Disney animation? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. This is your boy Big for B of the Lassiter Factor. Stay safe, wash your hands, peace.